It looks good. We had a couple of minor issues going into the Wednesday game. Took care of it in the recent days, so we have almost a complete roster going into this game.
Sort of complicated in a way. You come off a great victory over Cincinnati, and then with an alternate squad, you don't have a good game against Pittsburgh. What's the prevalent feeling right now in after that and going forward with the game against Montreal?
I would like to say this. Playing a lot of games in a short period of time gives you the opportunity to make amends with performances like on Wednesday. I agree the performance on Sunday was good level from our standards. Wednesday was completely the opposite. Of course, we made a few changes in the starting lineup, but that's no excuse. We should have done better. Wasted a huge opportunity to get in the next round for this cup. But that is gone. That is past. 24 hours have gone. We recovered physically and mentally, and now we're up for the next challenge in the MLS and making sure that what we've shown in the MLS recently is not a coincidence, because we're looking for consistency, and that will be the aim for this game.
I asked this same question with Thiago Martins. In 3 of your last 4 games, you've had 1-0 victories. Defensively, the team seems to have settled down and gotten better, at least from the outside perspective. What do you see from your defense as far as how they're playing, and especially considering the pressure that they might be under, considering that you've only gotten 1 goal in each of those games?
Yeah, that's the interesting part, because you can take away the pressure if you see the clinical finishing in those games is something that we've been working on for a while now. But if we get that right, it will take away the pressure on the defense as well. On the other hand, it keeps you on your toes as well, because you know you have to be there all the time in order to keep the chances of winning games to the max, because if you don't concede and you have 1 or 2 good moments, you might be able to win a game. But I would like to think that we are trying to get away from that spectrum and make sure that we control our games the way we do, clean defensively, but also taking more advantage of the chances that we create up front.
Thank you.
Scott? Yeah, one more if you don't mind. In this case, Montreal is a team that has struggled this season. So they're coming into it with the same mentality I think Pittsburgh did a little bit, to try and showcase what they can do. How much does Pittsburgh guide you and basically motivate the team when it comes to what possibly may be a second trap game?
Yeah, fair enough. I think if you watch our game on Sunday, you would think we have a big challenge ahead. If you see our game on Wednesday, you think maybe there's something possible. For us, it's just bouncing back from a bad game, bad result midweek. We've seen our standards in the Sunday game, so everybody knows what this team is capable of. Consistency is still the biggest challenge for this team. Montreal, however, is a team, and I spoke to Glenn about this just a few minutes ago, is a good team. They only have 3 points, but the team doesn't reflect or the ranking doesn't reflect the qualities of the team, if you ask me, because they have good players, they have a very aggressive play style, also lost their games only with a goal difference.
7 straight road games.
Yeah, exactly, which doesn't help in the MLS, of course. And they will be looking for this opportunity to get back up on their feet. And that is something that we're prepared for. And with the game on Wednesday in our backpack, we know we can't afford or think that we're that good to do anything less than 100% that is required for each and every game.
Onto the Zoom, we'll go with Alex.
Hi Pascal, this is Alex Winley from AM New York. How's it going?
Hi, Alex.
With the home crowd behind you guys this weekend, again, how important is it to set the tone early against a Montreal side that will be pretty desperate for a good result? Thanks.
Yeah, the start of the game is going to be a very important phase. So if we can get the energy from the pitch into the stands is something that we look for at each and every game, especially coming off a game like we played on Wednesday, away that is. creating the energy on the pitch, that's our priority. And then it will get into the stands and amongst the fans and bring it back on the pitch. And that will help us for sure to have a bigger chance of a better result.
Michael Allen.
Hi, Pascal. Michael Allen from Pro Soccer and Blue City Radio here. Just a question you about this idea of consistency and urgency. You've spoken a lot about those things in response to the squad. Mm-hmm. How do you as a coach sort of tweak that and instill that in a team, a young team like this that is inconsistent and has a game like, with a lack of urgency, especially in the first half in Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
And then just the second part of the question is, Hayden O'Neill joined the squad this week. And can you talk about the qualities he might bring to help you with that quest?
Yeah. Well, first of all, the part with the urgency. As I mentioned to your colleagues just now, you can see the difference on Sunday and Wednesday. You could also see the difference in the first and the second half on Wednesday. That was also very surprising for me to see, because the tempo in the game on Wednesday was way off compared to the game on Sunday. But once we lost Tanner in the second half, all of a sudden the urgency was there, and we created our best moments with 10 against 11. The way I try to help my young squad, or my squad in general, is to make sure that we are in control of these situations, and we can also create these moments by behaving in a certain way. If you take, for example, our play out of possession on Wednesday in the first half, that was without the proper energy, without the proper intensity that we look for in our games all the time. And I spoke to my attackers about this issue, that you have to find moments like 5 to 10 minutes in these games to go all in and make sure you create this energy amongst yourselves. And that's mentality, and that is also recognition, but it starts with the right mentality. So that's on Wednesday. Regarding your question about Aiden, we're very fortunate that he's already within the team. He's joined us yesterday for the first training with us, trained with us today. And he is an all-round midfield player, can connect the build-up phases, is able to play box-to-box, and also has his contribution in the final third, going for the final pass or the pre-assist, or even going for the shot on goal. So I think he will fit perfectly amongst our profiles in midfield that we have now. And as I said just now, I'm very fortunate, and the team is very fortunate that he's part of the roster for tomorrow's game.
Chris?
Hey, Coach. Chris Campbell from the outfield. 38-year-old Max Morales has played 93% of available minutes. He's top 25 in the league in minutes played for midfielders and forwards. I know you're open to playing younger players, as evidenced by Johnny Shore. What more do you need to see from Maximo Carrizo in order for him to get more minutes with the first team? Thanks.
Just continue what he's doing right now. He's a major part of the roster throughout the week in training. Maxi, however, has his qualities which are needed still within our team, and it's a big compliment to Maxi Morales for being available, making sure that he's still able to make the difference in certain areas. And I know for a fact that Carrizo is really happy to be part of the training group and working alongside of Maxi Morales, because he can be taught some extra things to prepare him even better going into the first team play.
Michael Ander?
Pascal, it's Mike Ander from Blue City Radio. Thanks for the time.
Hi, Mike.
So, last year, so I know this is your first U.S. Open Cup, but last year NYCFC2 performed admirably. I'm curious, I hate to go back to the game from Wednesday, but I did want to ask, did you give any consideration to letting some of those players from the NYCFC2 squad continue to demonstrate their ability in Wednesday's game?
Of course, but as you know, they had their own game as well coming up. They played tonight, and we always have to find a good balance between players that are on the first team roster as well. And if you go back to the starting 11 for the Wednesday, you see we made a couple of changes going into this game with guys who train with the first team, always, and haven't had as much play time with the first team for several reasons. So for us, it was a good opportunity to let them play. Unfortunately, not with the outcome that we were looking for, but I think we've said enough about that.
Mo?
Coach Mohammed with the Exchange.
Hi.
Can you just give us a little bit update on the injuries?
Yes, I can. Mali, as you know, is not able to play yet. Kevin O'Toole is not available. Burke Risa, who we had to take off in halftime in the Wednesday game, is not available. And Keaton Parks is not available, unfortunately.
Christian?
So,
Go ahead, Mo. Go ahead.
Just one more. So, regarding injuries, you guys are missing a lot of your players, and also Montreal is missing arguably one of their best players in Bryce Duke. Do you think that affects anything on tomorrow's game, or you think you guys will be capable, and then Montreal will be capable as well of attacking pretty well?
Well, both teams will have to deal with injuries throughout the season, so it's part of the game. And unfortunately for us, there are a few guys that are not available. Two of them have recently started a lot of games. Kevin and Keats have played many minutes in the games that we played so far. Burke had to wait a little longer. But these moments I see as opportunities for other guys to stand up and show their qualities, and that's what they've been working for very hard throughout the weeks that we've trained so far.
Final one, we'll go with Christian.
Thank you, Coach.
Marco Donadell switched up his system last time out against the Philadelphia Union. With that in mind, what are you expecting tactically from this Montreal team on Saturday?
It depends what you have pointed out as the tactical change.
They altered to a 4-4-2 system with two defensive midfielders in the centre sitting a bit deeper to kind of mirror Philadelphia. Yeah. It looked like to an amateur.
Yeah. So that's the reason why I asked, because we've seen them in that shape. We've seen them with two flat nines. We've seen them with one number 9 and a number 10. We've seen them with a box midfield. So they have the tendency to change their shape in possession, but also the aggressive play style out of possession is something that we have to face and deal with. But other than that, we have, of course, seen all the tactical images that we need to see and prepared for whatever comes our way.
Yeah, it was a tough result for us, but it's already in the past, and now we need to move forward for the next game against Montreal and prepare ourselves. We didn't have a lot of time, but be ready for the game tomorrow.
Thiago, congratulations on 100 games here in New York. The team defensively has been so much better lately. You have 3 wins in your last 4 games. All 3 of those wins are shutouts, but at the same time, the team has only scored 1 goal, so that seems to put a lot more pressure on the defense. What has changed from the beginning of the season, and why is the team defensively playing so well right now?
Yeah, it's like I always said, the guys in front, they help us a lot when we defend. And we are building this. We are, every single game, every single match, we are doing better press, and the guys in front, they are pressing a lot, and this just help us on the back, because when we need to defend, they need to defend as well, and they need to help us. But when we as a team, we are connect, it's make our job in defense a little bit easier for sure. And of course, we defenders, we are doing we are working hard every single day to make the clean sheets or to help the team. But for sure, I can't say it's just us. It's our team. Our team is more structured, and the guys in front, they help us a lot when they press high.
So for what we understand from Aiden O'Neill, who just comes into the squad and he started practices, this week? For everything that we've read about him, he seems to be a very vocal leader on the field, off the field, and all that. You as captain of the team, how do you integrate somebody like that into the dressing room where he's allowed to also have a voice?
Yeah, we have a young team here, and we don't have like so many players with so many players like to have a voice or something like that. And for sure he's gonna come, and he's here now to help us, and we're gonna make him feel welcome since the beginning, because we know he has the quality to help us, and like I already spoke with him a little bit. If he needs something, we are here to help him to feel like at home and like perform well and help us.
One last one. So Montreal comes in, and this is a team that you've beaten 7 out of 11 times at home, 13 times in 21 games in total. Yet this season they haven't won a game. How do you help the team avoid having a letdown, thinking, well, we're playing somebody who hasn't won this season?
Yeah, this is like we need to think the opposite, because if they are like I struggling at the beginning of the season, they want to turn this to the opposite, to the other way, and we can't let them do this, especially at home. And we need to be brave. We need to prepare ourselves to be ready for tomorrow, because for sure they're gonna come and they're gonna bring energy, because they want to try to turn this, and we can't let them do this tomorrow.
Thank you.
Onto the Zoom, we'll go with Alex.
Hi, Thiago. This is Alex Winley from New York. How's it going? Defensively, the team has tightened up in recent games. What's been the key to that, and how do you keep that consistency going? Thanks.
Yeah, like I said before, we are working hard to help each other inside the field and outside, and to bring this connection, to work together, and as a team. Like I always said, the guys in front always help us to defend, and this is the most important, because when we play as a team, it's easier for all of us.
Michael?
Hey, Thiago, it's Mike Andrew from Blue City Radio. Congratulations again on the 100th appearance with NYCFC. I want to ask a clarifying question first, and then maybe a follow-up. Did you travel with the team on Wednesday to Pittsburgh?
No, I didn't.
Being the captain, was there any conversation where maybe, even though Pascal had chosen you not to play and to get rest, where you might have felt that you should have been there just from a leadership perspective?
No, I didn't. It's like we have like in this month we're gonna have 8 games. It's not easy to play every single game, and especially the way our team wants to play is like the intensity, how Pascal wants us to play, and especially because I did. Of course, I want to be there, but I can't, because I did something on my knee, and I need to rest to be prepared for this next game. But it's not just because I'm not there. I'm not the leader or something like that. Before the guys travel, we spoke. We have like the conversations, and like I always said, we as a team, we are connected. There's no like you guys can think like, oh, just because I didn't travel or something like that. But we as a team and our people here inside of the club, we know what we have to do, and to bring the energy and to bring the players in the right moment to play that game. And Pascal and the guys decided I'm not travel. It's just because of that.
Chris?
Hey, Thiago, it's Chris Campbell from the outfield. You joined the club in 2022, and that same season was really the first time that Justin Hack started getting some playing time with the club. Now here he is. He's probably your top partner in the back line. what have you seen from him, growth-wise in terms of both on and off the field, and how do you see his success going forward? Thanks.
Yeah, Justin is he's a besides of when we play together, but he's a good guy. He's a good person, and I saw so many good things since the beginning because he's one of the guys we always speak about the games, about how we can be better or manage the things. And now he's playing with me. He has so much quality. We know that, and I'm so happy for him because before sometimes he didn't play, he didn't make the squad, and now we can see how important he is for the team, how important he is for the club, and for sure we need him a lot. And yeah, for sure I saw so many good things, and now play with him. It's he's a good guy and he's a good partner because we have this connection to help each other and do our best for each other.
Mo?
Hey, Thiago, it's Mohammed from the Exchange. So I asked you guys in Coachella about the squad depth and how you guys can handle these 8 games, or even when you're going next month into or the following month into the League Cup. Do you think you still need that squad depth, or you still, or with the addition of Aiden and the addition of a few academy guys, you guys think the team is good enough?
I understand a little bit he asked if we need more players and anything like that. Yeah, it's not easy. This is I can't say much. We as a players, we know we have a good squad, we have a good players here, but if they decided to bring more players, for sure it's welcome because we know we have a lot of games and we need to be prepared for that. And if the guys who they decided to bring or they come to help us, is always welcome. It's it's not my position to say something like that, but if they deciding, it's welcome for us because for sure they're gonna come and bring the energy and bring the quality to help us during this tough moments with a lot of games.
Christian?
And another.
Go ahead, Mohammed.
Sorry, one more question. So you guys are a little bit versatile. You can play 4 in the back, 3 in the back, and then even 5 in the back. Do you have a preference as a leader, or have a preference in the back line as to what formation you play?
I don't have a preference. It's just how our head coach wants to play. I like to play back 4. I have a little bit of preference of this, but it's all depends how Pascal wants to play, and we adapt and we adjust a little bit. But this is not the most important is the team, how the team is gonna play. If we have to change for back 5 or back 4 or something like that, if the teams our team play better, I don't have a preference. I just want to help all the guys and to help the team to be better and win games.
Thank you.
Christian?
Hi, Thiago. Congratulations on making 100 appearances.
Thank you.
I'm curious, when you reach a milestone like 100 appearances, does it cause you to reflect on your career so far and how you've been able to reach this journey?
Yeah, it's we know how important it is. When you come to I came in 2022 after the guys won the MLS. How important it is to play and continue play every single game is I feel good with this because I know sometimes some players don't play or something like that, but it's how can I say this? It's I feel grateful to continue here, to play and to help the team because this is the most important. If I still perform, if I still helping the team, this is the most important. It's it's nice to achieve the 100 games, but I prefer to help the team than just play. It's if I continue play, I continue perform well to help the team. This is the most important for me.